Thank you so much, Karan, for giving me this time.
No, absolute pleasure.
And supporting me in this mission of mine of spreading awareness on how lifestyle choices affect our physical and mental health.
Right.
And Karan, in my opinion, I'm a physician, and in my opinion, there are a few factors affecting our health, our mental and physical health. You know, what you feed your body, how you rest your body, how you move it, and most important of all, in my opinion, is what you feed your mind, or how you nourish it.
Right.
So today, that's the main focus of our interview. It's around mindset and how it affects our health. And Karan, you've been through some challenges in life.
Yes.
You've talked about it in your book. I've read your book.
Okay.
Awesome book. And in my opinion, you've emerged as a winner. Towards that, my first question, Karan, is fear of failure. You've talked about that.
Yeah.
And a lot of us, we face that. That fear, it not just stops us from pursuing our goals, but in the long run, it affects our physical and our mental health. And you've talked about it, how, you've overcome it to a great extent. And so my question is, any particular strategies? How did you manage to do that? It's so liberating to not have that fear of failure.
I don't think there's any inbuilt strategy that you can really adopt. I think, initially when you're achieving and you kind of, have so much to achieve and so much to do, you put a lot of emphasis on success and failure. You want success and you fear failure. But the thing is that I think you have to deal with both of them in the same way. Like, I think you have to contemplate failure and deal with success with relief. That's what I do. Whenever I succeed, I'm relieved. I don't fester. I don't let it live in my system for too long. I move on to the next thing. And when I fail, I contemplate it. So that's also a job that I need to do. Like, I contemplate why it failed, what was wrong, was I deluded, was I unaware. I get into that. So sometimes failure engages me to do things, not to kind of allow it to depress me, sadden me, suck me in, but actually failure gives you work. Success gives you direction. Success gives you okay, now this was good, now moving on to the next thing. Now I can achieve the next goal. But failure requires a lot of work post the failure. Two things you can do. You can either work on that failure and creatively, productively take your thoughts and energize them towards working on correcting what went wrong, as opposed to allowing it, which is the plan, which is the second stage of what normally happens, is where it sucks you into its zone. It makes you sad, it makes you depressed, it weakens you. And it's counterproductive because it does nothing to enrich you. So I think the moment there's a failure, like if a film of mine fails, something that I do fails, whatever I do fails, I'm like, okay, why did this go wrong? It went wrong because I didn't give it time. Okay, so I need to give more time. Or my strategy didn't work, or the product didn't work because I didn't give it that attention, or I chose my instinct on this was wrong. Whatever it is, I give it a certain amount of work. So that immediately, sometimes when something fails, I get busy. When you get busy in kind of wondering what went wrong, it takes away the ability for you to go sad, go low, go depressed. And then it empowers you, enriches you with that knowledge, and you move on to something else in any case.
That is so true.
So I think that you have to be and I always say, success and failure are both transient. Both will come, both will go. Success will come and go, as will failure. So you can't put any emphasis on either. What you have to do and put any kind of emphasis is on personal successes and failures. Those are things that require a lot more, I think, attention than professional. I think personal successes would be enriched relationships. Personal failures would be weakened ones. Personal successes are living a healthy life. Personal failures are not living one. So I think those require more of your attention sometimes than professional ones. But we are, unfortunately, in an ecosystem that just is governed by money and therefore by success.
We're so focused on.
We tend to not realize those things, and we've all been. And of course, I always say the fact that you're human, you're allowed to go through everything, because that's the gift, or rather the curse of being
alive,
being alive, kicking, aware, and you're going to go through the beats. But awareness is everything. That's what I feel is the first thing. Is that any zone of spirituality, religion, meditation, all it does is it makes you aware of yourself, your
Right.
shortcomings and your strengths both.
Exactly.
And I think that's one thing that we need to be is in touch with the ground reality of ourselves.
Yeah.
And that is something that books can do for you.
Yeah.
Sometimes meditation can do. Sometimes just good old fashioned great parenting can do for
Yeah.
you. Can make you aware.
Right.
And in my case, I think that's what it was.